While refined cane sugar is present in most everyday foods, dates, with their abundant natural sweetness, proudly stand as nature's candy and a guilt-free answer to our endless craving for sweetness. But have you ever wondered how nearly 10 million tons of these sweet treasures are harvested and produced each year? From sun-drenched oases deep within the blazing desert, the magical journey of the date begins. After being carefully harvested, the fruits are brought to modern factories, where these humble dates are transformed into premium boxes of whole dates, soft and chewy blocks of date paste, and rich, dark amber jars of date syrup. Today, Agriculture Insight will take you on a journey following dates, uncovering the secrets behind a treasure that has been cherished for thousands of years. Everything will be revealed in this video. Imagine standing in the heart of a sun-drenched oasis, where towering date palms rise proudly toward the sky, their ripe clusters swaying gently in the breeze, carrying the sweet scent of sunlight and earth. Welcome to Egypt, the kingdom of dates, where nearly 1.9 million tons are harvested each year, accounting for almost 20% of global production and firmly holding the #1 spot in the world. Although Egypt leads in production, the United Arab Emirates takes the crown in processing and exports, while California in the US is renowned for premium varieties like Medjool, which can sell for up to 3 times the price of regular dates. But why are dates so valuable and sought after? While cane sugar, refined through an intensive industrial process, offers 99.9% pure sucrose with little nutrition, dates naturally provide up to 70% sugars, enriched with fiber, minerals, and antioxidants, outshining even raisins and prunes. Sharing the same lineage as coconut palms, date palms, whether towering varieties reaching up to 21 to 23 meters or more compact dwarf cultivars, have stood proud through over 8,000 years of history. Their resilience and enduring presence have earned them the honor of being considered one of nature's most precious treasures. Yet this majestic beauty demands a heavy price, giving rise to one of the world's most dangerous professions: climbing the swaying crowns high above to harvest dates. But before a mature date palm can yield tens of thousands of fruits each year, farmers must complete a crucial step: pollination. A process typically carried out around 3 to 5 years after the tree begins to reach maturity, depending on the variety and growing conditions. Unlike many fruit trees that can self-pollinate, date palms require cross-pollination, meaning both male and female trees are necessary for fruit to form. The process begins by identifying male trees, which can be recognized by their long, ivory-colored flower clusters. Once these flowers have matured, they are carefully cut, and the fine pollen is collected with precision. Next, skilled farmers transfer this pollen to female trees, a golden step that directly determines the yield and quality of the harvest. Typically, the pollen is applied manually to the female flowers in full bloom, either by hand or with the help of specialized spraying equipment. To give you a better idea of the scale, just one healthy male tree can produce enough pollen to fertilize up to 50 female trees. About 20 to 25 days after pollination, tiny, tender date fruits begin to form on the flower clusters of the mother tree, marking the quiet start of their journey under the sun and wind. An interesting fact you might not know is that about 2 months before harvest season, the date clusters are covered with breathable mesh bags, like natural armor, to protect them from pests and insects, while also helping the fruit ripen evenly, develop a richer color, and enhance their flavor. And if you're a patient and dedicated farmer who tends the trees until around the 6th year and beyond, you'll be rewarded with sweet, bountiful clusters of fruit each September. At small and medium-sized date farms, under the scorching desert sun, rope climbing tools become the only means for farmers to reach the towering clusters of dates high above. Once at the top, the harvester uses a specialized knife to carefully cut each bunch, then gently lowers it down using a rope system. The mesh bags previously wrapped around the date clusters, originally used to protect the fruit from birds and insects, now serve an extra purpose, catching any loose dates during the harvest. In Egypt and the Middle East, wages for date harvesting typically range from $1 to $2 per hour, depending on local economic conditions. The work requires endurance, balance, and experience, as climbing tall palms without full safety gear can be physically demanding and risky. As a result, on larger farms, the use of modern harvesting equipment is becoming a widely adopted solution, replacing manual labor with a safer, faster, and more efficient method of collecting dates, while greatly reducing the physical strain on workers. Before each operation, automated lifting machines are thoroughly inspected, and workers are equipped with full safety harnesses and specialized cutting tools like shears or harvesting knives. These hydraulic platforms can reach heights of 10 to 20 meters, allowing workers to easily access the hanging fruit clusters without the need to climb dangerous tree trunks. Once near the golden bunches, the worker gently handpicks the dates or shakes the mesh bags covering the ripe fruit, allowing them to fall safely into nets spread out below. The application of modern technology has increased harvesting productivity by up to 10 times compared to traditional manual methods, and, most notably, provides significantly improved labor safety, despite the relatively high initial investment. This core difference is a key reason why premium medjool dates from California's Coachella Valley can command prices up to 3 times higher, while over 90% of dates in Egypt and the Middle East are still harvested manually at lower production costs, making them better suited for large-scale supply chains and mass-market consumption. But the sun-drenched desert accounts for only half of the date's exceptional quality. The other half of this sweet journey truly begins once the ripe fruits enter the factory, where the final caliber of each date is ultimately determined. Upon arrival at the factory, all dates undergo an initial inspection before entering the production line. Any batches that do not meet the required standards are either rejected or diverted for separate handling. Meanwhile, the batches that meet the standards are moved onto the processing line. First, the dates are poured onto conveyor belts and transported to the cleaning area. Here, they are submerged in large water tanks with air agitation and high-pressure water jets. This step is designed to remove dirt, sand, insects, and any other impurities clinging to the fruit's outer skin. While high-pressure washing effectively removes dirt, debris, and surface residues from the dates, it does not completely eliminate pesticide residues that may have penetrated beneath the skin. Therefore, strict control of farming practices and careful sourcing of raw materials are essential to ensure safe, high-quality products. After cleaning, the dates are transferred onto multi-lane conveyor belts, which align the fruits into neat rows to prevent overlap and minimize bruising. At the end of the conveyor, the dates pass through an array of automated inspection equipment that includes industrial cameras, multispectral scanners, and sometimes gentle pressure sensors. This advanced system can handle up to 50,000 dates per hour, equivalent to the manual output of around 1,000 workers in the same time frame, greatly optimizing productivity, reducing labor costs, and ensuring high sorting accuracy. For premium whole fruit fresh products, the sorted dates undergo one final manual inspection by staff to ensure that only the highest quality fruits make it to the next stage. Depending on the intended use, the dates are either packaged fresh as whole fruits or sent to drying chambers. Drying extends their shelf life and prepares them for further processing into value-added products. For dwarf varieties of date palms such as the Barhi cultivar, the fruits often ripen to a bright golden yellow, making them especially popular for fresh consumption. These trees are easier to care for and harvest, and their fruits are also more affordable. If dried, the dates are processed using a hot air convection system where both temperature and humidity are carefully controlled. This method reduces the moisture content to an ideal level, typically below 20%, extending shelf life while preserving the fruit's natural sweetness and soft, chewy texture. Some premium products undergo additional steps after drying. These include pitting and stuffing, with popular fillings like almonds, walnuts, or soft cheeses. Once stuffed, the dates are gently reshaped using molds to ensure a consistent appearance. But the journey isn't over yet. Before we explore the remarkable uses of date seeds and the sweet, pureed flesh, we first step into the world of modern packaging. After undergoing thorough inspection, each date is transferred into an automated portioning machine, where sensors precisely determine the required weight for each pack, ensuring consistency across all finished products. Next, the dates travel through chutes and are automatically dispensed into bags, boxes, or plastic trays, depending on the intended packaging format. A heat sealing system works in perfect sync with the portioning unit to immediately seal each package, preventing exposure to outside air and helping maintain freshness. Once the pits have been removed, the remaining fruit flesh is transferred to the grinding area to produce date paste, a smooth, spreadable product commonly used in pastries, nutrition bars, energy snacks, and baby foods. All the fruit is fed into an industrial grinder, where the dates are finely ground into a soft, uniform paste. The mixture then undergoes mild heat treatment to stabilize its structure, ensure food safety, and extend shelf life. After that, the paste is extruded through a forming machine to achieve a consistent texture that's easy to package and use. Finally, the date paste is packed into small pouches, plastic tubs, or large commercial bags, depending on its intended application. But the sweetness of dates doesn't stop there. Once the flesh is extracted, it's slowly cooked at around 80 to 90 degrees Celsius for approximately 4 to 6 hours, transforming into a rich, caramel-colored syrup that captures the very essence of the fruit. The natural sugar content in date syrup can reach up to 75%, making it a powerful and nutritious sweetener. From ancient groves to cutting-edge facilities, the story of dates is one of heritage, resilience, and innovation. Today, what began as a humble desert fruit now stands as a symbol of both tradition and technological advancement. One bite at a time. Hops are the silent magicians behind every glass of beer, small yet capable of making a massive difference. These climbing plants can grow over 20 feet, 6 meters, tall, wrapping tightly around trellises as they soak up the sunshine across the vast hop fields of Washington, the largest hop-growing region in the United States. Each year, hops contribute $562 million to the U.S. economy. Their value goes beyond their distinct aroma and perfectly balanced bitterness. It also comes from an advanced harvesting process that requires precision to preserve their delicate essential oils. Beyond brewing, hops play a role in sustainable agriculture, improving soil health and supporting natural ecosystems. As the crisp autumn breeze sweeps through, hop farms across the U.S. enter their most crucial time of the year, harvest season. This is when lush green hop cones, bursting with aromatic oils, are carefully gathered, ready to become the key ingredient in crafting flavorful, refreshing beers. In some small farms, traditional hop harvesting methods are still being used. Farmers here manually harvest hops using sharp knives with the help of elevated work platforms. These lifts allow them to reach hop vines as tall as 20 feet, where they carefully cut each vine from the trellis. Once cut, the vines fall onto the trucks below or are manually pulled up for easier transport to the processing facility. On larger farms, however, the harvesting process has been fully mechanized. Automatic hop vine harvesters, equipped with razor-sharp cutting blades, can process hundreds of vines in just a few minutes. As the machine moves along the hop rows, its mechanical cutting arms slice the vines at both the top and bottom, causing the entire hop plant to drop onto a conveyor belt or directly into a truck below. These advanced machines can harvest between 48,000 and 108,000 pounds of hop plants per hour. Thanks to this technology, hop harvesting is now faster and more efficient than ever, ensuring the freshest ingredients for brewing. But if you think hop harvesting technology has already reached its peak, just wait until you see the most advanced machines in action. As these machines move along the rows of hops, mechanical arms or rollers gently touch the vines. Then the shaking mechanism kicks in, creating just the right amount of vibration to knock ripe hop cones loose, while the stems and leaves remain on the trellis. The hops are then collected by conveyor belts or an air suction system and transferred into storage bins on the machine or into a truck driving alongside. This method makes harvesting faster, more efficient, and gentler on the plants. Which harvesting method impresses you the most? If you had the chance, would you want to see a hop harvest in person? With modern hop harvesters, farmers can now collect hops in a fraction of the time, significantly improving productivity. It ensures a higher yield and maintains the quality of the hops, which is crucial for brewing. By reducing manual labor, hop harvesters also lower operational costs and make large-scale hop farming more sustainable. Another key benefit is consistency. Machines provide uniform picking, reducing damage to the delicate hop cones, and ensuring that only the best quality hops make it to the next stage of processing. This consistency is vital for brewers who rely on high-quality hops to produce great beer. After leaving the vast hop fields, the freshly harvested hops are immediately transported to the processing facility. But before they can become the key ingredient in a delicious brew, they must go through a meticulous processing journey. As trucks loaded with freshly harvested hop vines arrive at the processing facility, the real work begins. These long vines, still covered in hop cones, are lifted onto an automated conveyor system or mechanical crane, ready for the separation process. To do this quickly and efficiently, the facility uses massive hop picking machines, advanced mechanical systems equipped with rotating brushes, rollers, and vibrating conveyors. As the vines move through the machine, mechanical arms grip the stems and pull them through the rotating brushes, gently stripping the hop cones and allowing them to fall below. Immediately after separation, the freshly picked hops travel along a vibrating conveyor where high-powered air blowers remove small leaves, twigs, and other light debris. To ensure only the highest quality hops move forward, the final filtration system screens them once more before sending them to the next stage of processing. Meanwhile, the stripped hop vines are transported away for recycling into livestock feed or organic fertilizer, maximizing resource efficiency and reducing waste. After the sorting process is complete, the hops move on to the next critical stage, drying. Fresh hops contain 75 to 80% moisture, and if not processed immediately, they quickly lose their quality. Inside the multi-level kiln, hops are spread in a thick layer, about 24 to 36 inches across drying screens, while high-powered fans blow hot air at 130 to 150 degrees Fahrenheit through each level. This process lasts 8 to 12 hours, with temperature and humidity carefully regulated to preserve the essential oils and natural aroma of the hops. Once finished, the hops retain only 8 to 10% moisture, making them ideal for long-term storage while maintaining peak quality. Right after leaving the drying kiln, the hops are still warm and require one final cleaning. As they move along the conveyor belt, airflow systems remove any remaining debris or unwanted particles. Once cleaned, the dried hops are transferred to cool storage, maintained at 32 to 41 degrees Fahrenheit, where they are held for a few hours to a few days to stabilize moisture levels before packaging. Finally, the dried hops are carefully moved by loaders to a specialized pressing system, where they are compressed into large square blocks before being packed. These 40 to 200-pound sacks are ideal for craft breweries that continue to uphold traditional brewing methods. In addition to whole cone packaging, a significant portion of the hops undergoes further processing in a milling system to prepare for pelletization. From the fields to the brewery, hops continue their journey to join malted barley, the key ingredient that shapes the unique flavor of beer. The first step in the beer-making process is to store the barley in a warehouse to begin the malting process. Malting is created by soaking the barley in water to trigger germination. In a controlled environment, the enzymes in the barley grains are activated, converting starches into sugars, which will later provide the energy needed for fermentation. Once this process is complete, the barley is dried and becomes malt, the next crucial step in the beer-making journey. The malt will be transferred to milling equipment to be ground into a fine powder. This is the first step in extracting sugars from the malt. The ground malt is then mixed with hot water, which helps the water extract the sugars from the malt. Hot water is added gradually while stirring, and at a temperature of around 65 degrees Celsius to 70 degrees Celsius. The enzymes in the malt break down the starches into simple sugars, creating a sweet liquid. The liquid is then extracted and moved to a filtering tank. Here, the water is drained off, separating it from the leftover malt solids. The malt solids can be repurposed as animal feed. The liquid is then boiled in brew kettles. This step is crucial for sterilizing the liquid and removing any unwanted bacteria, while also concentrating the flavors. During the boiling process, hops are added. Hops not only give the beer its bitterness, but also add distinctive flavors. The timing of when the hops are added varies depending on the type of beer being made, allowing brewers to control the bitterness and flavor profile of the beer. Afterward, the wort is quickly cooled down. The liquid is cooled to around 20 degrees Celsius to prepare it for fermentation. This process takes place in large containers that have been thoroughly sanitized to ensure no bacteria or contaminants get in. After fermentation, the beer undergoes strict quality checks to ensure it meets the highest standards. Finally, the beer is bottled in glass bottles or canned in stainless steel cans, ready for distribution. The bottles are sealed and labeled before being sent to warehouses, where they are then distributed to stores, supermarkets, or restaurants, so consumers can enjoy the results of this carefully crafted process. Gone are the days when farmers had to cut rice by hand with sickles and spend days processing it manually. Rice harvesting in the U.S. has evolved into a highly mechanized and efficient process, primarily using combine harvesters, large and powerful machines that can complete in minutes what previously took farmers days to accomplish. These machines not only cut the rice, but also thresh, separate, and clean the grains in a single operation, making them indispensable in modern rice farming. The introduction of combine harvesters has dramatically transformed rice production, increasing efficiency, reducing reliance on manual labor, and ensuring that rice can be harvested quickly before adverse weather conditions impact the yield. A combine harvester is a sophisticated piece of machinery with multiple essential components, each serving a specific purpose to ensure a seamless harvesting process. At the front of the machine is the header, a critical attachment responsible for cutting the rice stalks and feeding them into the harvester. As the stalks are drawn in, they enter the threshing drum, which plays a key role in separating the grains from the stalks and husks. This stage is crucial, as it allows the grains to be detached efficiently without damaging them, ensuring the maximum yield from each field. Once the grains have been separated, they pass through sieves and a cleaning system, where any remaining debris, broken husks, or unwanted materials are filtered out, leaving behind clean, high-quality rice. This meticulous process ensures that only the best grains proceed to the next stage. The harvested rice is then stored in a grain tank, which temporarily holds the rice before it is unloaded into waiting trailers or trucks. This unloading system allows for a continuous harvesting flow, ensuring that fields can be cleared efficiently and promptly transported to processing facilities. One of the most significant advantages of using combine harvesters is their ability to increase harvesting efficiency by up to 50 times compared to traditional manual methods. This dramatic improvement not only saves farmers time, but also reduces labor costs and minimizes grain loss. With rice being such a vital staple food, the ability to harvest quickly and efficiently ensures that more rice reaches processing plants, meeting the demands of both domestic and international markets. The integration of industrial machinery into rice farming has revolutionized the industry, making large-scale production feasible while maintaining high standards of quality. In addition to efficiency, modern combine harvesters incorporate advanced technologies that optimize yield while minimizing environmental impact. Many of these machines are now equipped with GPS tracking systems, which enable farmers to precisely map their fields and follow optimized harvesting patterns. This precision reduces waste, prevents overharvesting in certain areas, and maximizes the use of available land. Furthermore, many combine harvesters feature adjustable cutting heights and grain loss sensors, ensuring that every stalk of rice is harvested effectively while reducing unnecessary waste. Beyond their immediate harvesting capabilities, combine harvesters also contribute to sustainability in agriculture. By streamlining operations and reducing the need for extensive manual labor, these machines allow for more controlled water and soil management, ensuring that rice paddies remain fertile for future planting seasons. With innovations such as automated moisture detection systems, farmers can make informed decisions on the best times to harvest, preventing spoilage and maximizing the longevity of their crops. The adoption of such cutting-edge technology continues to push the boundaries of agricultural efficiency, positioning U.S. rice farming as a model of innovation and sustainability. In an era where global food demand is increasing, the ability to produce rice efficiently while conserving resources is more critical than ever. Farmers who incorporate these advanced techniques not only improve their own profitability, but also contribute to a stable and sustainable global food supply. Once rice is harvested, it doesn't go straight to store shelves. Instead, it undergoes several processing steps in factories to make it safe and appealing for consumers. The first step in processing is cleaning and drying. Freshly harvested rice contains moisture and impurities like dirt, stones, and husks. Large industrial dryers reduce moisture levels to prevent spoilage. The drying process is crucial because improperly dried rice can develop mold or spoil before it reaches consumers. After drying, the next step is hulling, where the outer husk is removed, leaving behind brown rice. For those who prefer white rice, the process continues with milling, where the bran layer is polished off, revealing the soft, white grains underneath. This process is done carefully to ensure that the grains remain intact and maintain their quality. However, milling reduces the nutritional content of the rice, which is why some manufacturers enrich white rice with vitamins and minerals before packaging. The next crucial step is sorting and grading, where high-tech machines use lasers and sensors to remove broken or discolored grains, ensuring uniformity. This step ensures that only high-quality rice makes it to consumers. Finally, the rice is packaged and stored in temperature-controlled warehouses before being distributed to markets. Some rice is processed further into rice flour, rice bran oil, or instant rice products to meet the diverse needs of consumers. Factory processing ensures consistency, food safety, and efficiency in the supply chain. With rigorous quality control measures in place, American rice producers can guarantee that their products meet both domestic and international food safety standards. This level of precision ensures that the rice sold in stores remains fresh, nutritious, and free of contaminants. Before farmers can even think about harvesting, they must first prepare the land and plant rice correctly. Rice farming begins long before the first green shoots appear in the fields. The first step is soil preparation, where farmers plow and level the fields to create a smooth surface for planting. Water management is crucial, so they set up irrigation and drainage systems in advance to maintain proper moisture levels. Farmers employ two primary planting methods: dry seeding and water seeding. In dry seeding, seeds are planted in dry soil and later flooded with water. This method allows for better weed control and makes the rice more resistant to lodging, falling over due to wind or rain. In water seeding, pre-germinated seeds are directly sown into flooded fields, a method that helps suppress weeds naturally but requires precise water level management. Once planted, rice fields require careful maintenance. Fertilization and pest control play a significant role in ensuring a healthy crop. Farmers use a combination of organic and synthetic fertilizers to provide essential nutrients. They also employ integrated pest management techniques to keep harmful insects, weeds, and diseases at bay without excessive chemical use. Throughout the growing season, water management is carefully controlled to maximize yield while minimizing environmental impact. With the right preparation, rice plants grow strong and healthy, leading to a bountiful harvest when the time comes. The use of modern agricultural techniques has allowed American farmers to optimize rice production while maintaining environmental sustainability, ensuring that the U.S. remains a competitive player in the global rice market.